You ain't got nothing to say
about me. Seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it all. Oh, what you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me?
Hey everybody, we are back. Welcome to another episode of More Than the Title. I'm your host as usual, Jared Thomas, and I got my brother, your favorite CEO, Chatty. Yo, what's good, baby?
We fucked up. Ladies and gentlemen, we fucked up, man. I ain't got my setup. I ain't got my shades. You know what I'm saying? I'm in black.
He's off brand, very off brand.
Shit is going wrong today, man.
We apologize, man.
No, y'all good.
I'm gonna try to bring you the energy, but I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not bright. So my energy, I got on black. It's like, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We still gonna have a great show because that's my boy. He ready to pause. And before we do a great episode as usual, y'all, let's give a shout out house cleaning items while still laughing. Quick house cleaning.
It's Jared's fault. Just so y'all know, blame Jared for this shit.
I've got one ring light in the crib, y'all. My bad.
And if somehow during the conversation I disconnect, it's because the laptop died. We can't get power to the laptop.
You don't need $1 million setup to make $1 million content.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start early.
Let's go early,
man. But first of all, before we introduce this brother's amazing, man. Yeah. Let's give a quick shout out to y'all, the followers, the listeners, the supporters, subscribers, because we're growing week over week on every single platform because of y'all support. And from the bottom of our heart, we really appreciate it, man. So thank you, y'all. Thank you for the messages, the love we get, man. Gives us the win to keep going. So that's real talk, man. And shout out to
use your words, baby. We growing and glowing.
Growing and glowing, baby. That's every week. You know what I mean? And shout out to our exclusive distribution partners, the Live Podcast Network. Yes. So if you do want exclusive content from Black content creators and content such as More Than the Title, make sure you download the app. Shout out to Angel and the team. And shout out to our executive producers, Real Block Films. And with that being said, man, y'all know where's my sound? Oh, you got.
Let's start the show.
Get it, you know what I mean? But we gonna introduce this brother, man. I'm gonna give it to you real, man. This brother is an award-winning content marketer with vast experience and numerous achievements in the marketing and advertising space. This brother's leadership and conceptualization of some of the most significant social content activations in fashion, tech, music, and beauty attest to his creativity, expertise, and dedication to his craft. His work's been featured in Hypebeast, Ad Age, Complex, Adweek, and many other publications, and is a testament to his caliber of his work and his recognition within the industry. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, man. I met this brother at LinkedIn headquarters in June. I had just liked this brother's post, you know what I mean? And I happened to run into this brother. And when I say our conversation we had was real, and I'm honored to have this brother on the show. So let's introduce Mr. Brandon Smith-Rick, head of content at Kickstarter, baby. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? I appreciate y'all.
Come on.
I need to get you a smaller bio. I need a smaller bio.
No. You achieved it. You achieved it. So it can be. It's actually going to get put. I was going to say, that was going to be a word.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting for you right now. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting to be a woman. Listen, hand on the button.
Pause.
I'm ready for you, baby. Go ahead and say that shit. Get your ass up.
But we do want to say we appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. Thank you for coming on the show, bro. Like, real talk, man. It was love from, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, from when we linked up, we started chopping it up, man. I felt like I saw a part of me, bro. It was like, yo, man, this brother's getting it. He's grinding. He's on LinkedIn. First of all, it's not too many of us on LinkedIn.
Facts.
Of us that look like us. Let's start there. What's good, man? What made you start at LinkedIn, bro? What got you there?
So what's funny is it's been like exactly a year. So November 2022, I was like, you know what? I'm playing. Like I'm not posting like I should be. And I had friends who worked at LinkedIn who were telling me to post. If I did it a lot earlier, I didn't know LinkedIn was actually giving out money to creators, like commas within the check. I missed that, but I was like, you know what? Let me still post. And I started off just doing 2 posts a week. And I said, I'm just going to start there. And the benefit within like the first 30 days was crazy. Then 60 days, crazy. 90 days, I was like, all right, ain't no looking back. And from doing that, at the time, actually, I was actually looking for like different jobs because, like, you know what, I'm ready to make a switch.
Mhm.
Literally, by me just posting on LinkedIn, the job started finding me, and that's when I realized, like, you know what, I just increased my salary like crazy by being on LinkedIn, where all the decision makers are.
Oh my goodness! Hold on. Hold on. Hey, wait, hold on. Give him a bell real quick, y'all. We about to go to school. First period, y'all. Social media, economics.
And Jerry, you talk about that all the time. LinkedIn is the place where the people are that can make the decisions. You talk about that all the time.
That's what, bro. So I'm gonna give you my quick story, and for the listeners, apologies, because I got a vibe with this brother right here. Because it's one thing. So I started 3 years ago, bro. Well, what I started was I didn't want to send cold calls or emails. So I was just tired of it. I'm like, yo, look, if I got to make 1,000 cold calls and I get 3 meetings, and out of these 3 meetings, 1 may be closed, why am I wasting time doing something that's ineffective? How do I get more meetings more effectively? And there's got to be a better way. And how do I do that? By being myself, showing myself. Because if I get a prospect on the phone, I got you. And we're going to build a relationship. So how do I build relationships at scale? It was a wrap. I just went downstairs every morning, pulled out my phone, and started rocking, bro. But what intrigued me, what you just said, I've also generated millions of impressions, changed my career, all that stuff. Just this show, bro, is a testament. Now, what we're doing, being entrepreneurs, is a testament of what that opportunity created for us. But LinkedIn better start cutting them goddamn checks. I didn't hear nothing about no checks.
Yeah, so when it was like the Creator Accelerator program, like that's when they didn't advertise it. They didn't advertise that they were actually giving out money. But if you were accepted, I don't want to like misquote them or put a crazy number out there. But I know it was like over 8, maybe around 10. Like that's how much they were giving creators. Now, mind you, I said I missed that check also. But it don't bother me because I know a lot of people who got that check and then aren't really doing anything after it.
No, facts.
Instead, right, if I'm posting a lot and people are applying for jobs, I'm having jobs reach out to me. I'm having people, like you said, like you got to do cold call emails. That is so exhaustive. I'm like, you know what? I want the leads to come to me. I want the inbound traffic to come to me. Even today, when I'm not looking for jobs, I still have people reaching out to me, and I got to just pass on this other work. So it don't stop.
Message. I'm curious though. We don't be vague.
Yeah.
Don't be vague, right? A lot of people hear you say you're posting, but what are you posting?
Great question.
That's important, right? Because you don't want people to just say he's posting and they post, this is my thought of the day, this is how I'm feeling of the day, and they don't get anything, and they're like, well, I don't understand what's going on. Tell the people what you were posting so that they can see the relevance to it, to you getting these job opportunities.
Great question. And I think it will determine on what is your industry, what's your field, right? So for me, it was marketing. But not only would it be marketing, I said I'm going to speak on 5 things. I'm going to speak on entrepreneurship because it interests me. I'm speaking on social media because that's where I started. I'm going to speak on growing within the corporate ladder in the corporate world because I've experienced that. Yeah. I'm going to speak about leadership because that's something else. And then just motivation. So people think, right, like, I don't want people to think like I'm just going to post what I post on IG, on LinkedIn. That ain't it, right? Post your thoughts, post your perspectives. And it doesn't have to be just marketing. If you're in finance, talk about finance. If you're in business, talk about business. If you're in the startup world, talk about the startup world. If you're in consulting, talk about, you know what, I had a conversation with this gentleman and it sparked this idea. And you don't got to give away all the sauce. But I told someone today, like, if I'm giving you like a little bit of a strategy, you still can't do it like me. I'm still going to give you like the insight, and already that's positioning you as a thought leader. And now Jobs like, damn, we just talked about like this in a meeting we need him to come in and do a talk. We need him to like actually lead this team. And like, that's what I discovered.
Message.
That's real, bro. So I was going to ask you too, bro. So there's a lot of topics. That's the reason why we created the show more than the title, bro. Because I would talk about the same things. I would talk about how I got into sales, me working at BBQ, smelling like ribs, how I got my first opportunity to join, how I didn't have nobody to bring me up. What am I doing in the day? Something really crazy happened. As I was going through the LinkedIn journey, I was giving them stats and things of what I was noticing about the algorithm. Yo, fam, y'all just got 100,000 views. Like, are y'all serious? Y'all not going to be on this? Like, hello, I'm here. Y'all see this? I just told my story and I connected with this one, the CEO stars and And so how do you balance your content, right? Because I'm going to give you real to you. I don't have a strategy. I post how I feel, and that's what worked for me.
Okay.
So what I do is I'm always been a relationships are currency to me. So over any metric, I don't give a fuck if I get 5 million, 10 million impressions. What kind of impact did I have? Because I could get a bunch of impressions that have zero impact. Like you said, there's a lot of people in that room we were in that have zero impact, bro. I go outside to my hood right now in the Bronx. I'm loved.
Message.
You feel me? So what is the ROI on that?
Right.
That's real. Like, so it's hard to balance that, but I also want the opportunity to come from the brand. What worked for me is being the authentic version of me, but which it's a gift and a curse. While I'm inspiring this batch, I'm also looking at that batch and they're looking at me and seeing how I'm going to move. What I'm going to do. Will he conform? Corporate would never allow me to be like this. Because guess what? I might spark another Jared. You feel me? And that's real talk. And that's why we create our own. That's why it's OTB Digital. Now, I'm partying right now, bro. I'm partying right now.
Boys partying right now.
We partying, bro. So that, but when you say that, so I love the different, because there's no one size fits all strategy when it comes to this, bro. And I love the fact that you was a year in, was like that, bro. I knew people within the headquarters. I knew this. Was there anybody that you was following? I'm curious, bro, because now I'm like one of the OG LinkedIn too. What was some of the people that was following you were following that inspired you? Like, 'cause I had Madison, I had Liz Lieba, you know, Dave Gerhardt, Chris Walker. There was some people I was just like, damn.
The one person that comes to mind, and it's crazy because I made a post, and the post was actually about people who hit you up being like, can I pick your brain? Instead of just wanting to pay you as a consultant and like actually pay your price. That post got a lot of commentary because people get a little sensitive, but like, well, why can't I just ask people to pick their brain? And versus like actually, well, if you want my services for free, that ain't gonna work, right? So the person was Justin Welsh. Justin Welsh, if you know LinkedIn, he is an OG. That man, I don't want to.
He's the number one influencer on LinkedIn.
Hold on. I feel like, wait. I feel like he about to give us a story. So hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let's read into it.
So for the listeners, let's key it up. Let's tee it up for them. Justin Welsh is the biggest influencer only. I'm not gonna act like he ain't inspired me. The biggest on LinkedIn, and it is crazy. Matter of fact,
he sells a course. I think he calls it like the 100 million.
I was gonna say before we.
I know that wasn't for me.
Nah, I said when we both did that, we was like, "Yo, son, nah, he's the biggest," and I was like, "Nah, we both." I couldn't allow it.
I told you I got PTSD from that fucking button. That's what I'm like. I know I ain't say nothing crazy on that.
But y'all know what me, listeners, y'all know this is what we do. My fault, B.
I gotta keep it real. Hold on. Let me just say this: Justin Welsh ain't inspired me. Jared, you inspired me. I don't know the
my guy.
I don't know who Justin Welsh is. I'm not gonna pretend like I fucking know who Justin Welsh is. I didn't really do LinkedIn. You did LinkedIn. I seen what you was doing. Justin Welsh ain't inspired me. You inspired me. How about that?
That's love, bro.
That's respect.
That's real. That's real. I don't know the fuck Justin Welsh is. No disrespect to him, but everybody don't know who the fuck he is.
No, everyone won't know. He's a solopreneur. That's what he calls himself. And he also has a course on LinkedIn. Now that man literally just lives up in the hills, like just making money online. Like he sells courses. He's monetized like crazy. I'll say that.
He was one of the early VPs at ZocDoc. So if you ever heard of ZocDoc, he ran that sales floor. No. ZocDoc is like one of the biggest. It's like an appointment platform for healthcare providers. So if you want to go to dermatologist, the doctor, whatever, it's basically all of their listings, and they created that platform, right? And he used to run the sales floor for that. So to build up that system, he was one of the sales guys to do it. So the context there is he's a sales guy. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So that makes total sense now.
Congratulations to him. Yeah.
He's a salesman.
Now he was a beast.
Yeah.
So he slid in my DMs and said, like, I want to have. Okay, let me.
There's no way I was letting you.
Whoa.
This nigga was already on the button, bro. You know he was about to.
There's no way I was letting you get away.
Okay. So Justin Welsh DM'd me. Let me say that. Justin Welsh DM'd me.
Y'all stupid.
I was letting him get away with that. I'm sorry.
No worries. And the minute he did, it was also like, whoa, did like the number one LinkedIn influencer just message me because he saw my post? That's
crazy.
Yeah.
But he was like one of the biggest inspirations, and not inspirations in the way of like, I want to do the same thing he's doing because he's just on doing something totally different. but more so like the way he wrote on LinkedIn. Because I think one thing people don't understand is they think LinkedIn is this buttoned up professional platform. All right, let me write this dissertation. Let me write 3 paragraphs. I need to do a think piece. It ain't that. And that's message. Like it ain't that.
Before you go on,
yes,
we talked about this last episode. I'm just going to make reference to this again. Do not judge people on misinformation when something is presented in one specific way. Do not judge people for misinformation when something is presented in one specific way. LinkedIn was presented as a professional, buttoned up platform. That's what it was presented as. You can't get mad at people that have never taken the full, because it takes a lot to learn a social media platform, algorithms, and it takes a lot, right? So don't get angry at people that only use the surface structure of the platform and assume
this is how it's
how you
supposed
present
to be.
This is how it's supposed to be. That's all I'm gonna say.
But it takes trailblazers like myself to be like, yo, F that.
Mad at people. That's like saying like MySpace. You could have been like, yo, MySpace is LinkedIn. MySpace was not LinkedIn because it wasn't presented as LinkedIn. It was presented as MySpace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? It was branded a certain way. So, you know,
yeah.
I want to just give people their credit for just everybody's not gonna dive in. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And when I say,
you know,
it feels like a professional platform.
Right,
Don't get me wrong, right?
Right.
I'm just saying when people think professional, like they think like the way you write corporately in Gmail, that's something to come on LinkedIn, right? And one thing I like to change people kind of perception in that same way is like LinkedIn is still social media. If LinkedIn was monster.com, you would go on, look for a job, and then leave, and then go back when you need another job and then leave. It's social media. So if you've never been on LinkedIn before, think of it as social media. If I have no followers and I never post, and then all of a sudden I want people to follow me on IG, who's gonna see my posts? Nobody. So if LinkedIn, if my followers are recruiters or my followers are people in the industry I want to get to know, but I never connect with them and then I never post, and then all of a sudden I come on here and being like, where are the jobs? That's not how any social media platform works.
Message. Yeah. I tell people, bro, LinkedIn is the world's biggest highway, and I get to put a billboard up every day for free.
Ooh.
That's what I tell people, bro. That's what I was spitting 3 years ago. So that was the shit that when I saw it, bro, because I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook, like everybody else, getting likes from my mama, my cousin, and them. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? Let me just try LinkedIn and to generate some revenue. Then when I saw 40,000, 50,000, you know what took off for me? Y'all was at BBQ smelling like ribs. I needed to get a job. Like my son was about to be born. Your shit was real for me. This is how I got into it. I was on Indeed every night. I got 50,000 views on that one post. Shortly after, I wrote another post. They said something about the retail apocalypse. I just wrote my views about how malls are going to go down and how e-commerce is going to go up. We on the LinkedIn editor side, 100,000. Once I saw that, game over. Why am I posting over here and I'm getting 24 views?
Yeah.
Why do I care about this platform? And then it was who was connecting, who was reaching out, the impact that you have, right?
Yeah.
And how people respond to you when they meet you.
You're right.
Like I know you get on some calls, you be like, oh my God, I love you. Bro, I sold $100,000 deal from a VP. Never followed me for 2 years. Never talked. DM me and said, I just love your stuff. Like, boom, boom. This is what I need to do. Yo, can you get on the call tomorrow? Hell yeah, I can get on the call tomorrow. When we got on the call, it was so easy and all love. It was like, yo, this is the guy I was telling y'all about. Yo, this is Jared. Now, we like 20 minutes into the call. 10 minutes later, it's like, oh, yo, so this is what we need to do.
Right.
Can you help me with it? Absolutely. And we getting the money.
What's crazy is we always know that like your network is your net worth, right? We always hear that. We always be like, you know what? I need a strong tribe behind me. I need a strong team, right? Yeah. LinkedIn in some way can become your digital network because on IG, people see things they cute, right? That's like cool. But I will say on LinkedIn, the power of that network and the people you connect with, crazy. I never thought I would connect with people from Heartbeat, people from Meta, people from Google, to where you go to these, people invite you to play, like the rooms that we systematically had never been in. Is like, you know what? I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to try and find the cheat code over here and play it this way. And that's been my whole theory. I'm just going to play a game differently.
Yeah, crazy, bro. And it's crazy you said Heartbeat. That was the first celebrities I talked to too on LinkedIn.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Jeff is my guy. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Todd.
You know,
I see questions.
No, not questions. I just want to again, I just want to touch on something that you just said, right? Think about what you just said, the people that you're connecting with. You made a very valid point, right? Listen to what you said. LinkedIn is still social media, right? But you're not meeting people technically on a social media standard. You're meeting people on a business standard. You understand what I'm saying? When you meet somebody on Instagram or you meet somebody on Facebook, it's to connect. You might have put up something funny. They liked your post, and it's a different parameter of how you're meeting that person. When you meet somebody on LinkedIn because you're posting about business, doesn't matter if you have on a Kango hat, a Scully, or no hat. If you're posting about business and you meet somebody that's business related, then 9 out of 10, the conversation is already about money. It's about business. But if you meet somebody on a different platform because you posted a meme or you went viral for doing something funny, then it's based on a humor. I like you as a humor and I want to follow you because you make me laugh. You see the big difference?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
There is. I was going to say the same.
Big difference.
I want to hear what you say, B. I'm curious.
So, and to bring it 180, which is a full circle now, think about what actually works on LinkedIn and what doesn't work. See, if you posted a viral meme on Facebook or Instagram that's funny, it's going to go viral. TikTok, it's going to go viral. On LinkedIn, it's probably not going to do shit because that's not what LinkedIn is looking for. You understand what I'm saying?
Depends on how you repurpose that meme into a business related.
And I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say no. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. We have tested the algorithm, right? My platform is Instagram. My Instagram is my biggest platform. Jared's biggest platform is LinkedIn. Jared can post something on LinkedIn, get this kind of engagement, post it on Facebook and get this engagement. He can change it. We can use software. We can do everything. And he still gets this kind of engagement. You understand what I'm saying? And vice versa. I can post something on Instagram, get this kind of engagement, post it on LinkedIn and get this kind of engagement. See the difference?
Yeah, but it's all about so what we're doing right now. So for that example right there,
right?
The past year, bro, we've been posting nothing but clips,
right,
across every single platform. We clip these things up, B, and we just post it across different platforms, bro.
Right.
So, but the only thing I change is the copy, right? So, for instance, if we're gonna have like my boy Ace General from Money and Violence, I'm gonna talk differently on Facebook versus to this. Like Money and Violence ain't gonna get love on LinkedIn. There's a few that liked it, but they'd be like, oh, not to caught the significance of it, but on Instagram it went. On TikTok, it exploded. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like LinkedIn, bro. It can go. It's just the fact that the visibility is there, bro. It can go. Only ones are TikTok and LinkedIn. TikTok.
Right. So I will say this because I started my career in social.
Yeah.
And I will say we might have to adapt it in some way. So we all know that TikTok and Instagram are going to prioritize video, right?
Yeah.
Video going to go crazy. For me personally, I've actually posted one video on LinkedIn ever. That's it. I don't do video content.
It's a long
I
time
rarely do photo content. And if I ain't gonna lie to you, photo content now
goes
on LinkedIn, crazy.
Goes
selfies
crazy.
on LinkedIn,
like this?
Selfies.
100,000.
Crazy. All my LinkedIn content actually is text, tweets, and memes. So all my memes on LinkedIn till this day have the highest impressions than anything else. Because one thing about memes now, memes are universal. No matter where you post them, that's why we see things on Twitter and then it gets populated on Facebook and then you see it on IG, you still gonna laugh, you still gonna share it. So no matter what, sometimes that content flows, but I will say post, and I don't know what y'all post on like these different channels, but if it's a video clip on Instagram and it gets like crazy engagement, but on LinkedIn, it's like stuck here. It's not the platform, it's the content.
It's the content. See, but what the thing is with LinkedIn, bro, like I got all of my stuff written on written content. You know what I got tired of? Putting out some fire heat and seeing somebody else say the same thing worded differently and they get 5 million. I'm not going to keep giving you this heat, bro. So you know what? I'm going to I'm curating content now and versus creating it. I'm curating my own content. I'm curating these clips in a way that I feel like, if something happens that's relevant today, cool, that we got a clip for, I'm throwing it. Like we had Marcus Collins talking about how he got the role with Matthew Knowles in him and how he created the Beehive and throwing it up there. B just said a performance, throwing the B joint up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we moving. But the text works because it's an emotional platform. People want to read the stuff, right? And if you find the right balance, it's game over. People want to feel emotional, bro. Like, and then just to give you context too, bro, it's not all sales too. It took me 6 months to get my first sale on LinkedIn, bro. A lot of what I was doing was taking calls late night. Y'all love what you're doing, and figuring the shit out until I started getting the bag. I was giving out mad free game for 5-6 months, bro.
I'll also add, some people be like, there ain't no way I could like post a length of a tweet and a LinkedIn post, it can be short form. No matter what kind of platform we're on, human behavior is very similar. We have short attention spans. So we're not going to sit there and read something super long. I will say the length of time people will ingest content on LinkedIn is longer the same way as it is on YouTube.
Absolutely.
But I will post something that's like 2 lines or kind of something that's like a subtweet. I remember when the Super Bowl happened and then Jobs were letting go people left and right. I posted on LinkedIn, wow, running an ad and letting go your team is crazy. That posted numbers.
Wait,
But like,
wait, what was the post? What was the post?
The post was around how after the Super Bowl, Jobs started cutting people left and right. So my post was running a Super Bowl ad, and then letting go of your team is crazy.
Oh.
That was the post.
And it went crazy. So let me ask you something too, because I'm curious now too, bro. What's the one thing you dislike about LinkedIn?
Ooh, that's a good question. The one thing I dislike about LinkedIn, they're changing the algorithm on the back end, and you can see it. So the way, and all channels do it, right? 5 years ago, it was so easy to grow on Instagram. Now it's stagnant. TikTok is still fairly easy. In 5 years' time, I don't think it's gonna be as easy to grow on TikTok. LinkedIn has changed the algorithm where the growth I hit when I first started, I don't see that growth anymore. And it's okay. Like, we ain't doing this for numbers and only metrics. But it is kind of affecting things. And I'm seeing it on the back end. I'll be like, oh, that's weird. You know, I'm gonna let it cool off. Maybe like in 3 to 4 weeks, I'm gonna repost it because I also repurpose content. That's like, no matter what you do on social, you gotta do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it some time, and maybe the performance is different. But I haven't noticed that.
It's crazy. I think I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like LinkedIn. What turned me off from LinkedIn was when a lot of people were losing their jobs, and when I would see a young sister get 3 likes and talking about how hard it was for her, and then somebody who just left Meta, or somebody who already had kind of like a head start, get 1,000 likes and get all the opportunities. It really became a popularity contest. I just fucking hated it. And that's why it's more than a title. This sister's probably even more talented than that person is, just because they came on and posted some bullshit. And a lot of this stuff don't even be original. A lot of this stuff just be regurgitated. You watch the Dave Garhards, the Chris Walkers, the Justin Walls. You put it in your own spin. You stay consistent for 6 months, and now you that.
That is true, but I can also say that's on every channel. If on TikTok, if I watch someone, I think there's actually a trend on this. People will watch someone's YouTube or TikTok video, redo it, and then white creators get more impressions, more views than the black creators.
TikTok is happening. It's very prevalent in TikTok. It's very prevalent. But it feel like on LinkedIn is even, because this is your career, this is your livelihood. I don't feel as bad about it on TikTok versus LinkedIn. Like, this is your job. This is your 9 to 5. This is how you getting your bread. Like for instance, I was at a tech company, bro. 400 people got let go last August. I had the option to go here, go here. I was taking interviews and stuff like that, bro. But I was like, yeah, why am I trying to prove myself when I get more impressions than you? What are we talking about? Like, why am I talking to Susie something that's 26 that don't know that I went into the call and was closing big ass deals by going on LinkedIn? She couldn't fathom that.
So that's literally the reason why. And I say this, like, listen, LinkedIn is not going to be for everyone. I get that. For real. And I'm not here to just talk about straight LinkedIn and like push it, but I do tell early grads, like, listen, applying for jobs now is hands down so much harder than what it used to be.
You think
it really is? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Post-pandemic, applying for jobs is crazy when you have mass layoffs. I'm already looking like I had some jobs open, and imagine getting people who are like director level applying for a coordinator. And you got one application, and already teams is like, if you're working in corporate right now, your teams are lean right now. Those nice to haves, you don't got them no more. Look at Meta. They cut off all those amenities. They're like, hey, we're really shrinking. Everyone's getting super lean with their budgets. So the fact that you have all these roles, but then each role has like 5,000 people applying for them, the competition is crazy. And most of these kids who are just graduating have also never been in an office. They're starting remotely. So then their work ethic is also different. So that's why with these early grads, I'd be telling them, the way these job portals are working is a lot tougher. So you versus just going like this natural route that everyone tells you, I'm trying to just show people there's a different way. And if you want to create your own, or you want to kind of outsmart the system instead of applying to all these jobs, having jobs seek you out, hey, what's the harm?
See, the same exact thing, bro. But what I tell undergrads, bro, is like, yo, look, position yourself, learn on somebody else's dime, build a brand big enough so you can step on yourself.
Heavy on
you can step out and do yourself, bro. I'm 10 years in, so it was why do I know the processes, bro? Like we know we know sales, we know marketing, we know branding, and if you get a brand big enough and you establish good relationships enough, you don't need to wait for somebody to give you a job. You could create your own opportunities and create generational wealth, and that's what we on. It's a slight different message. Like it's just corporate's not for everybody either. So I just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, even more so. You understand?
Facts.
You gotta understand something. Like I'm just gonna say it directly. There's no way to fucking sugarcoat this. Most people are fucking followers. It is what it is. Most people are genuine followers. They are not true leaders. And that is by design. Everybody cannot be the fucking leader. Somebody has to drive the train. Somebody has to put coals in the fucking caboose and oil. It is what it is. You understand? So for most people, yeah, you can say that. But for most people stepping out on their own, one, they don't have the mental capacity to do it. Two, they don't have the fucking, the want, the need, the feeling of this is what I want to do with my life. And three, they don't have the fucking work ethic to do it. Because it takes a lot of fucking discipline and stringent work ethic to be your own boss and to build this shit on your own and take all the mistakes on your own and keep pushing. So
that's real.
So for the most people, they have to fucking figure out how to just master getting back into the system and being a cog within the system. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the better question now is, how do we change the system? Because these companies are making all this fucking money and they make all this money and then they're laying all these fucking people off, right? And now, like you said, now the world is being overly saturated for one position.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Now what, right? Now what, right? For the people that cannot be on their own, now what? You are creating a market where now it's almost like the employer can be like, yeah, this position is 50,000, but we only gonna offer 30 because we know it's 10,000 applicants.
Supply and demand now.
See? Supply and demand, right? Because now we know it's so many people going for this fucking job. Not only are we gonna offer it at a percentage less, we're gonna do that shit across the board.
See, but it's similar to a market correction in the stock market. That's what's happening in tech.
Yeah,
it was a boom post and pre-pandemic where they were just hiring people left and right, and everybody saw scale, IPO. We're gonna do let's just cash in. And guess what happened? Wasn't expecting a pandemic, wasn't expecting customer behaviors to change, wasn't expecting sales to decline, and they had to get rid of a bunch of people. And a lot of people whose first opportunity was in tech, they got shit out of luck. And I saw it happen frequently.
Then we just talk about Spotify. Then Spotify just lay off 7,000 people.
1,700 or something like that.
17%.
17%. Was 1,700 to 17%, something like that.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's in the thousands. That's in the thousands. So again, what happens realistically? Anybody that has a company, do you take the person with the experience that could say, here's my resume, I work for Meta or Spotify or all these big companies for this amount of years, I have the on-the-job training and the collegiate education, or do you take somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, fresh out, and give them a start and give them a chance? Who do you take? Honestly, let's be real.
You're gonna take the more experienced person. Let's be real.
Thank you. Because at the end of the day, business bottom line is profit margin. It is scaling and it is profit margin. And the way you do that is by working effectively and efficiently. And the way you do that is by getting people that know how to do the job without making as many mistakes as the person that's learning the job and needs to be trained all the way through.
Message.
No, we talking, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. This is we like 30 minutes in. This is real. I don't want, you know what I'm saying?
Just keeping it 100 with you. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Now, could you hire the person fresh out of high school? Yeah, or fresh out of college, but you know what they get? They get a fucking internship. That's what you get.
Yeah,
because
that's real.
guess what? The budget is full. We can't afford you. So we can give you a stipend and have you come on and learn a little bit and kind of, benefit from you. But the budget is full. So it's either take this or take nothing.
And that's what's happening in a lot of tech companies right now, bro. But I'm curious from you, bro, because before LinkedIn, what was career and work like?
Before
so we can give people the context. Like LinkedIn took off, and what was life like in corporate before that?
Yeah.
Before that, I was at. I'm trying to think of timeline wise. So before where I am right now at Kickstarter, I worked for a startup called Songfinch. Before Songfinch, I was at Squarespace. And I think still within that time, I was at Squarespace. But before that, I was at Ralph Lauren.
Dope, bro.
So I started actually in fashion. But I guess even in like my college days, my mind was always kind of differently in the sense that I never thought it made sense that we all go to college, and then same thing for like jobs now. We all go to college, we all graduate at the same time, and then it's like time to work, and we're all looking for the same positions. So
You knew I was chiming in on that one.
Back in college, my goal was to graduate college with an internship or a job. So I did have a job coming out of college. And kind of back then it was content creation. So I will say I kind of fell into a career that eventually, and we see where it is right now, became super valuable to where jobs need content. Businesses need content. Like content is what's fueling everything you're doing.
Yeah.
So I always kind of had a corporate life and like a side hustle life where I was always working and always doing something on the side, whether it was trying to consult, whether it was doing brand partnerships, whether it was literally back in the day, I had a template in my Instagram DMs. And whenever I find a brand, I'd reach out to them and be like, hey, I'll shoot content for you. If you send me products, this is it. So like it was an exchange. But how I started was I reached out to Timex. Once Timex sent me a watch, I said, I work with Timex. So then here's my work. What can I do for you? And I just started building that up. So I was always hustling on the side.
Message. That's dope.
That's super. Hold on.
I like that shit.
Hold on, man.
What we looking for?
we skipped a couple. We on third, fourth period. We on social media. We gonna.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Brandon. I really like that mentality about going through it. He said he created a template, and whenever he wanted to shoot his shot, he would shoot his shot at a company and be like, "Yo, can I work for you? Can we exchange?" And that is a very dope idea.
Bro,
it's a very dope idea because guess what? It minimalizes the work impact load that you have to put in. It's already templated, right?
Yep.
All I do is change the name, change one or two things for the company I'm sending it for to make it attributed to them, and then just shoot my shot. I love that.
And then it's a sales game. It's a numbers game from there.
It's a numbers game from there, right?
Numbers game.
That's it. I love that. That's
knows via DMs. They ain't gonna hurt your feelings. When a brand says, "Oh, we'll consider you later. Thank you." All right, cool. I've been sent 30 of these messages.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's okay. And then mind you, right? That's how because a lot of people actually like, how do I build up? Like I can't get consulting work. I can't get freelance work. Like how do I actually build it up? That's how I built it up. I hit up K-Swiss. I was looking at brands that wasn't no one looking at. I hit up K-Swiss and said, "Can I do something for you?" Cool. Then I go to this next brand. So I work with Timex and K-Swiss. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. And at this point now, I'm gonna charge because they don't know that I did those for free. All they know is that I work with X brand and X brand.
Yep. Message. Like that. Boys, fire.
How did you, all right? So let's talk about that because I love where you're going with that, bro. How did you decide what price point to land on? You ain't got to give us the price point.
Well, he said he did it for free.
No. After K-Swiss, you did that to build up your portfolio to say, I did this to the third. Now I'm reaching out to Brand C. Brand C says, okay, we will pay you X, Y, Z. How you determine your market value? And
that's a great question because back in the day, there was no like thought sharing of, hey, how much you getting?
There was no community sharing. It was just everybody doing their own thing. Still to
none of that. So literally, and in some ways, I still apply this theory now. Like you throw out a number, let's say yes, a little bit too quickly. I got to raise it next time. All right, so how about I shoot 3 images for like $300? Okay, so then they got budget. That was they were like, no,
that was a layup. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let me try here. Like it keeps going, and even today with LinkedIn content, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. once I hit around like 10K followers, I forget what my first partnership was, but I remember charging people like $200 for a LinkedIn post. And I told someone that, and they're like, "Why are you charging $200?" And I was like, "Oh, that's that low? All right, I didn't know." Because people ain't doing brand partnerships on LinkedIn. Like TikTok is valued, YouTube is valued, Instagram is valued.
Yeah.
Ain't no brand thing about LinkedIn and paying creators.
Yeah.
But even on LinkedIn, it was kind of that same theory. I said, all right, let me test 200. Let me test 400. Let me test 500. Let me test 600. All right, let me go 8. Let me go 9. So like that's literally been, and again, like now I'm in a spot where I can like actually talk with people. I'm very transparent. Like, oh yeah, like 9 is like my baseline for a post. Sometimes even more if I know the brand got it. But like that's kind of how I've maneuvered even back in the day where I didn't know what price. Maybe you can Google some things, but they also tell you like if you're a micro influencer, this is how much you should get charged. If you're a macro influencer,
if you're nano,
like
it's
this,
different tiers.
Yeah, like where you got 5K and 10K, you got this. I just literally just like guessed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but if we're talking tiers, and I'm glad you said that. If we're talking tiers, it not only references your level of influence, but how about it references the company's level and budget level, right? It's impossible to charge a startup company the same thing that you would charge K-Swiss or Coca-Cola or Timex, a company that's been around 100 years and is worth $1 billion. You understand what I'm saying? Their budgets are completely different. So do you have tiers? And the micro, like when you are looking at a company, do you put them in tiers and say, okay, this is a micro company because they have 0 to 5, 50 employees, or what's the value system or the system that you use to categorize the company that you're dealing with in order to now apply your payment system to?
So I'll say right now, currently, for any freelance or brand partnership I'm doing, I'm actually saying no to a lot more companies only because I'm not trying to just be a hashtag ad like machine.
That
you know what I mean?
But that was going to be my question before you asked that, bro. Yeah. How do you maintain the integrity of your content when you're doing so many brand partnerships? Because I'm super Mr. Authentic, right? So unless I'm with a brand that I've worked with before, like a social media, something we're doing, like a Taj, something I'm using to build the podcast and shit like that, it doesn't make much sense, right? So I'm not going to command that, right? I haven't made a dime off of LinkedIn. I'm gonna keep it real, not a dime off a post. I made 6 figures outside of it.
That's not true.
No. I said a dime off of a post. Directly from a post where a brand is saying, yo, Jared, post this with wearing this shirt with the shiny shit on it, because that's us. We're Salesforce. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying that. But what I have done was said, I'm Jared wearing the shiny shirt and the hat. Do you want to work with me? And then outside of that, it's OTB digital, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different sale process.
And we can get into it. Listen, creator monetization, you can monetize off platform or on platform.
I want to know more on. And that's why you pique my interest, bro. What's up?
On platform. So it needs to fit within like what I normally talk about. So I told you, I talk about marketing, I talk about personal development, I talk about social media. If an AI company come to me, hey, this don't make no sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a fintech company comes to me, my community really ain't rocking with that. It's gonna seem so shoehorned in, forced it ain't gonna work, right?
Yeah.
So it has to make sense, first of all. Second of all, I make sure not to over index. What that means is if I have like one sponsored post, I need two to 3 organic posts that week. Like I can't be doing 4 sponsored posts in a week and then 1 like Brandon's thoughts on a Friday. It ain't gonna work. Like I prioritize my content before them, because the reason how I got here was community, and all because now I'm in a position to monetize. I can't forget that.
Message.
Okay, I got you though. Because you already have the community built, because they already understand that your content is gonna be of a certain caliber. Why not just now separate your post so that people can expect a certain thing? So let's say Thursday you only post sponsored content, right? Thursdays is always sponsored content. They know on a Thursday I'm going to put up sponsored content. But on your Tuesdays or your Wednesdays, whatever your posting schedule is, then you post everything else. Did you ever think about separating it like that? So now the reason I'm asking is this, right? Because Jared likes to, Jared tries to get me to post more often. I've been posting more often, right? But like I tell Jared a lot, I have to feel like it's authentic to me, right? And the best way to do that is to find something that I can relate to and then start doing it. That way it becomes habit, right? So like if you make a segment, which is like sponsored, whatever, on a certain day, that people already, so if people tune into that, there's no discussion about it. They already know what they're tuning into. This is a sponsored post. And if they don't tune into it, if they tune into you Tuesday or Wednesday, they know that this is an organic post. I think that can relate to people also like in a much more like focused manner, right? Because now you can use those analytics and say, look, this is how many people tuned into a sponsored post because they knew it was sponsored. So they're looking for this.
I think it could go both ways. I don't know.
No?
Because part of me was like, part of me is like, it can't be robotic like that. That's social media. It can't be fucking that script. It's got to be off the cuff. Like, I'm gonna hit you with this day, like whenever. Like, if Old Spice comes to me, we had an Old Spice joint on a Wednesday. Cool. The only reason we're consistent with Thursday on a day is the podcast because we want people to tune in for this specific thing. But with a post, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Okay,
as effectively.
Okay, but I disagree with that. And I'm just gonna say this to you: how many different podcasts have segments that only air on a certain day? What's the difference? What is the difference? On a certain day, a certain type of segment. Take a regular. Let's rewind it. Let's take a regular radio show, like the Breakfast Club or Ebro in the morning. At 5 minutes to 7 or whatever the time is, you know you're gonna get like gossip with Angela Lee or the rumor report. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you tune in at a certain time, you know exactly what that segment is. A lot of companies use that formula.
No, that's a programming of that. It's different types of content, right?
I would say, that's programming. The way I think of it,
content is content.
No.
I think the way creators work might be a little different. I'll break it down like this. So I just mentioned previously how the algorithm changing, right? So I can't be systematic, or else sometimes you get really trapped in certain things. A little side note here: my TikTok, right? I was doing something on TikTok. It blew up, and now I'm stuck in that lane. A lot of TikTokers say this, like you do one style of video, and once that video pops, the algorithm says, unless it is this, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
So the reason why on LinkedIn, there's some days we're like, all right, it's gonna be Monday, Wednesday. It's gonna be Tuesday, Thursday. This week it's gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I make sure like to really just switch up the different publishing because we don't see content in silos. You go on Instagram right now, it's not a post from 5 minutes ago. It can be a post from 2 days ago, then 5 hours ago, and then 3 hours ago. Same thing with LinkedIn. I can see a post from days ago, and then today, a month. So things are totally different. Plus, you don't want to be so systematic. I would say I'm systematic where I only post in the mornings, but that's because I know the platform, and people who are logging on and look at LinkedIn news are also going to see my content. And people who are commuting to work are going to see my content. I don't post in the afternoon when people are on their lunch break scrolling IG. So like that's the only system I kind of deploy. But other than that, even sponsored posts, they seem very organic.
That's dope.
You won't even know it's sponsored until you.
I've been following you for a year. I didn't know you had a sponsored
hashtag
post.
Sponsored.
I've never seen a sponsored post. I'm keeping it real, but I don't see a majority of your content. I don't know why. Because the algorithm, I feel like I haven't seen your shit. I haven't seen Madison. I don't see certain people's shit for some reason. I don't know why. But it's funny because Joel said the same shit. Joe Logi, that's our guy. He came on and said the same shit about some dude being on TikTok. He was a marketer, made a video about some stove shit. The stove shit had 10 million views, and now he has to create stove content. When he tried to do some marketing shit, they were like, he got like 238 views. Like, what is that?
Yeah, but how do you take here's my problem. And I'll give you me as an example, right? You guys have a unique perspective because you have already made it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I've already been successful in life. So if I teach certain things where I'm already successful in life, my perception of it is different from yours because I've already did it. So I feel like I understand it to a certain level. What we're trying to do on this show is give the information back to the people that have not gotten to your level or nowhere near your level that is just getting started. So if one of the things we keep preaching is be consistent, and then it's like, well, how do I develop a consistency? And then you're telling me don't be robotic and put out content and be sporadic. I feel like it's a mixed message.
Consistent can be me posting it. So we're consistent, right? I don't post at 9 o'clock in the morning our clips every day. I post at 9:15, 10 o'clock. But you know, when you scroll, you're going to see a more than a title clip on every single platform around this time. It's not at this time. It's around this time. So consistent means that. It doesn't mean being systematic like on that. It just means wake up every day, do something. Post one time a day. That's how I started on LinkedIn. I would just go downstairs, make one post a day. One turned into two. Two turned into three because I'm trying to test the algorithm.
No, I'm not saying that, but what Brandon said was he posts about 5 specific things. Again, I'm a systematic dude, right? I'm fundamental, right?
Yeah.
I would develop a system like Brandon. I only want to talk about 3 things, right? So I don't like if you want me to do this, I'm only going to talk about whatever these 3 things are. So I have to post about these 3 things. So technically, whenever I post, it's going to be in the same lane as these 3 things. The only way to get the algorithm, and I'm just asking you, the only way to get the algorithm, one, to understand that you are now posting is to post consistently, correct?
Yeah.
But the only way to get the people to start taking in your posts is to see that you're posting on a certain schedule and get used to seeing it at a certain time and understand that it's of a certain value. Am I missing something?
No, we're telling you you're right in theory, but it doesn't always work like that. No.
So let me ask you, what's your 3 things?
No, I was just giving that example. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I know he's trying to give you an example. I think he's
going
going
to say
to.
to me, right? In this year alone, I've posted more in this year than the 7-8 years I've had this LinkedIn account. I'm going to tell you that right now. I might have posted 1 time a year because I fell into the category as everybody else. I don't have no shame doing that. I put up a picture with me in a suit. I thought it was business. And every time I go on LinkedIn, you know what I see? Long form. I see business posts. I see people talking all about business. At that time, it just didn't interest me to talk that kind of talk, even though I ran businesses. It just didn't interest me. So I never talked on it. It's only until I seen Jared like, yo, bro, you don't got to do that. I told you Jared inspired me, right? It's Jared that said, you don't got to do that. Talk about this, talk about that. But I still find it difficult sometimes to post what I want to post, but also post something that I feel is going to resonate with a business platform.
Got you. Okay. The way I would break it down, and I hear you there, like, I don't want to talk from the perspective of like, I already made it, so just do this.
Right.
Done.
No, facts.
I don't want to talk from that perspective. What I tell people often is, I don't want to say post on Tuesday and Wednesday, because if you miss one of those days, you're like, I'm already off, right? And same with like in a diet, right? Hey, just go to the gym, right? I don't care if it's morning or night, just go. Be consistent, right? I just want people to be consistent. So what I tell people is post twice a week for 30 days. That's it. Monday through Friday. Pick a day, twice a week, 30 days. Now, if you want to talk on 3 things, that's fine. Let's say your 3 things are financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and personal development.
Okay.
Cool. The reason why you have those 3 things is because if you only talk about financial literacy, people will only know you for financial literacy.
Correct.
And the minute you do personal development, what is this? It ain't gonna hit. So I want you to talk about these 3 things. Just go alternate, because it creates content diversity. Because now it's not going to be burned out when I'm only talking about entrepreneurship or I'm only talking about financial literacy. So I want you to just switch it up. Maybe one is long form, one is short form. I also want you to switch up the type of content. So not everything is a text post, right? All right, this is going to be a screenshot of a tweet. This is going to be a short form post. This is going to be long form. Next, let me find a financial literacy meme, right? Diddy looking at $1, and then let me add my thought on that. Or like maybe this, like just I want people to have fun with it and be authentic. Once you do that, listen, you're just gonna get in the habit of posting. Forget LinkedIn. If you want to start TikToking in 2024, hey, I just want you to do 1 TikTok a week. That's going to just teach you how the platform works. And once you do that, you'll learn what works for you. It don't got to be the same way I found success or Jerry found success. Just figure out like your lane, and you know what? I like doing this on TikTok, or this video hit. Let me do a part 2 of this. I'm getting comments. Let me do videos replying to the comments. All of a sudden, you're gonna start finding yourself posting more than twice a week.
Message.
I love the analogy to gym, bro. That's exactly what it's like, bro. And after a while, bro, after that 2nd, 3rd, 4th month, when you catch the LinkedIn bug, which I call it, bro, I say, like, when you catch that 50, 60, 70,000, when you're like, oh, I can do it, you're starting to see opportunities for them, bro. It becomes a lifestyle. It literally does. Like, I have to post. I have to do this. Like, we speak to Court, bro. We spoke to Wade. You know what I'm saying? Brandon's in that lane too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes that. And how can I outdo myself? How can I learn? How can I be a better version of myself? What I was posting 3 years ago is not going to work today. So how I'm going to evolve and all, it's real, bro. And that's the fun part of it. So you can't be so just one side.
I think it's very time consuming.
Absolutely.
This social media shit, and I have to say it, this shit can over fucking whelm you.
For sure.
It can overwhelm you.
TikTok, so can the gym, can it not?
No, it's completely different. The gym is one thing and one thing only. If you go to different gyms, it's still the gym. They have almost the same exact equipment. You use them almost the same exact way. They function and develop you the same exact way. Social media is completely different because each algorithm is different. TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, fucking Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? And we can keep going on. There is so many social media platforms. Trying to master one is insane. Trying to master 2 or 3 so that you actually now repurposing this content to other platforms, this shit turns into a full-time fucking job. It turns into a full-time job, especially when you're sitting there trying to create different type of content, trying to be creative, trying to not just sound monotone with every single post that you put out.
Absolutely. But what you get in is what you get out. The ROI in Israel.
The one thing I'll say there is
how do you pick? How do you pick?
Great question. So not you don't gotta be on every platform, or you don't gotta post consistently on every platform.
Okay.
Most times people actually don't post on Instagram in feed because Instagram in feed has conditioned us that this is so permanent, this is so curated. Most people only post on stories versus in feed. So let's look at TikTok. People only post on TikTok when they can do a get ready with me or a recap or something. I need all these video clips. It gotta be a moment, right? LinkedIn, it can just be a thought. The only other thing I'll say there is, and I want people to think I'm posting every day manually. That is crazy. What I'm actually doing is taking 30 minutes, writing, let's say, 10 posts. I'm gonna schedule that across 2 or 3 weeks. And now I just bought myself time. So LinkedIn out the way, boom. Now, if I want the next day, I can dedicate 30 minutes to TikTok content.
Yeah.
All right, let me just figure out this one TikTok. Cool. The next day, 30 minutes, let me post an IG story. I don't know if y'all big on AI also, but I also think where AI is today, ChatGPT, I need a content strategy as I'm building up my floral business. I'm an entrepreneur. Give me 7 post ideas for da-da-da-da-da. It will list it out for you, and you be like, all right, that's whack, that's whack. That's a good idea.
Cool. Number 3 is
that's cool. That's cool. That's how you work.
What scheduling tool you use, bro?
So I started off, and this was another brand partnership. I partnered with Later, and instead of them giving me like X amount of dollars, I said, hey, can you pay me this much and give me a free year to your starter plan? Because with Later, I was able to schedule IG, TikTok, all this stuff. I've since kind of removed myself from that because it's just so much to like go in because I have a lot of different content. Now, again, I say this, I started working in social. So like also with content and remembering to post and do stuff, my mind worked differently. Yeah. Also with this. So now I'm using another tool called AuthorUp for LinkedIn, where it helps you like, write a good hook. Because similar to TikTok videos, right? You need a good hook for a LinkedIn post.
Author up, like an author of a story. Author up.
Yep. Author up for LinkedIn. For IG, I'm not really scheduling any of that IG content.
Oh shit! The competitors is calling again.
Nah, that's something else.
On the pod.
Not on the pod. You know I'm podding right now. Oh, why I order to the moon now.
They always like to call when we live.
Yeah, my fault, B.
No, you good. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Because we had a program. Because Jared used to work at a company called Hootsuite. Hootsuite used to provide that service. There's also another service out there that we familiar with Hello Woofy, right?
Yeah.
Hello Woofy, right?
Okay.
Who's Hello Woofy and things of that nature to try to schedule it out. Again, when I try to give this information back to the people, I just try to give it to them very like easy to digest. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's a fucking intellectual, bro. Some people are just like point and click, like make this shit. I say KISS, like keep it simple, stupid. Like a lot of this shit needs to be simplified so that people can digest it and start to at least get moving first. Once they get moving and it becomes part of their daily routine, then they can decide to take it further and dive deeper into it and understand it. But I think if this thing is so advanced, it scares people, bro. They like, nah, this shit is too much. Because remember, these workers that you want to influence to become a brand, these people that you want to influence to tell their stories and blah, 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 they already are adults, bro. We're not talking to children. We're talking to adults who possibly have careers, who have family, who have shit that they are going through already, right? And as you know, as an adult, you get a plate and then shit starts adding and adding and adding, and you're fucking doing this. So the last thing you need is 7 more fucking social media sites, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Social media account dumped onto your fucking plate where you cannot balance this shit.
Nah, and I hear that.
Bro.
I hear that.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. And see, TikTok is a fuck. I'm not being funny, but TikTok is like clown college. That shit is like be funny, be stupid. LinkedIn is not clown college. For somebody to post on LinkedIn, even though you can be outside the box, people still respect LinkedIn differently than they respect TikTok. When they want to put something on LinkedIn,
I disagree.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I disagree.
I'm talking overall content.
I'm
talking overall content. If you look at the overall content of fucking TikTok, it is memes, cat videos, dog. It's shit to make you laugh. It's stupid shit. You can make a mistake. LinkedIn still predominantly is business related. That's why when people want to post on LinkedIn, they take more time to curate the post because they want to sound intelligent. You don't want to sound stupid.
But I can tell by how you said it, bro, that you don't spend much time on TikTok.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I don't spend much time on social media at all.
but that's what I'm trying to say. But that's why.
Social media at all. People think I'll be on social media all day, right? I actually don't. I post and I get the fuck off because
But that's what you should do.
I don't want to sit there for hours and do this
And scroll.
and be fucking scrolling. But I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Like a lot of people, like, oh, you didn't see my message. I'm like, honestly, because I don't be on fucking TikTok all day, bro. I post and I get the fuck off.
Nah, I would say my TikTok it's crazy right now. My TikTok is all like hacks, website building hacks, credit card hacks, travel hacks. It's all information. It's like what you follow.
That's it. Bro, TikTok is one of the biggest search engines right now. People don't go to Google to look for a restaurant. They go to TikTok.
But that's you remember, Jared, I be sending you shit and you know what you be like, yo, your algorithm is crazy.
Your algorithm is nuts.
No, seriously. Yo, Brandon, I be sending them shit. You ready? See, there you go again. There you go again. Don't you do it because you know I'm in.
Hey yo.
Don't you try to fuck.
Don't you dare steal my glory.
Don't you dare take my moment, bro. But that's another thing, right? Because I guess I don't be on a lot. My algorithm is completely different from yours. The things that it suggests to me and it shows to me are a lot different than because I don't spend that much time on the platform.
So maybe this is a good starting point for people who don't want to start posting, or like, hey, I don't have the time.
Yeah.
The only thing I would just say is like just spend 10 minutes connecting with people in the industry you aspire to be in.
Okay.
And just engage with their content.
I like.
That's it.
One more time. I need to hear that one more time. Say it again.
Yeah.
Oh, you froze
up. People. Yeah. Want me to say it?
Yeah, no, because Chad froze up. I'm like, hold up, you was good.
Yeah,
I froze up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, say that again, Brandon. I need to hear that one more time. The people need to hear that one more time.
So if you're interested in getting started with LinkedIn, but you're like, you know what, I'm not posting anything for me, I just want you to connect with people in the industry you want to be in and just start engaging with their content. Each day, people.
There it
Connect with more people day in, day out. If you want to be a beautician, find people who are doing hair and makeup, find people who are stylists, find people who are doing whatever. Just connect with them, and then that's how you just start.
I like
build your network.
But I'm glad you said that, though, because guess what? How I pop by engaging with other people's shit every single day. I used to look in the field. I used to look at
lurkers,
look at Dave shit, look at all this shit. I go in the comments, yada yada yada, bro. But guess what? I started building relationships in other people's comments. Yep. So by the time I posted, I knew I had supporters. I had 40, 50. I have people that I know that are going to rock with me across the industry. And then you're at 50, 60, 70, 80,000 views. They don't just happen. When you get that, you're going to get more new people who discover you. But it's the relationships you build, bro. One of my first people was Alex Sheridan. I don't know if you know Alex, bro. You know ABS?
No.
He's big on video, bro. He's one of the illest dudes on video, bro. 6-7 figure business on. He's the first person I ever interviewed. Came right on. We just started rocking, and that was it, bro. Like, you engage with people. Like you said, that's the key. They be like, how you get engagement? I build relationships.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone at 8 o'clock at night giving somebody game. So if you didn't give me a dollar amount, at least you can do is fucking show me love on this post. And that's how it be. And it gets reciprocated that way in different ways.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I think that is an easier strategy to get people to understand.
Oh, for sure.
Think about what you want to do. Think about the career or the category of the career that you want to be in. Look in that category and just look at the posts that are there and just start engaging on other people's posts. If you like something, comment on it. Hit the like button and start engaging with them. That'll kind of get you using the system and getting you comfortable and start building the relationships.
You could come,
you know,
not to cut you off, you could use a whole strategy by going from some of the top influencers and having good ass comments.
Yeah.
And you can get thousands and thousands.
Strategy to like steal, quote unquote, people's engagement.
Okay.
And then
tell me about that, because I don't know about that. How does that work?
So say, I would say like you pick like Justin Welsh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna set push notifications so that whenever Justin posts, I get notified. Justin just posted.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not gonna go on Justin's post and comment. Every time he posts now maybe like twice a day.
Okay.
5 days a week. I'm gonna comment. People are gonna see my comment. Oh, I like that. Like. Next thing you know, when his posts go viral, you got 30 likes under your comment.
Got it.
Who is this person? They go to your page, and all of a sudden they see you are the CEO. Here's my link. Here's a booking link. Some people just do that.
I like that.
That's it. That's a huge strategy, bro.
Yeah,
like bro, you could if you just say you could take 10 top influencers who have 100,000 plus, get under them, and with the way you write, bro, a good little 2-3 sentences that are powerful, impactful drinks. Boom. Every day.
Pause. He paused. I said pause, nigga.
Oh, look, I'm not getting up under nobody, my nigga. See the way you're under him. You want to get top influencers? You want to get up under top influencers?
That was it. It was borderline. It was borderline.
No, the way you say get up under them.
I didn't like the tone. The tone was a little off. But we
crazy that you want to get up under somebody. Oh Lord.
The tone was off, man. It was your intrigue.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I think that is so much easier to digest, bro. Those two strategies.
I don't care.
You need to digest?
It can't. No, I didn't like your tone. It's so easy. I didn't like your tone. I fucking
hate it.
Not far, B. This is how we are, B. This is how we are, man. I fuck with you.
I think we're gonna get so many people that's gonna watch this and listen to those two strategies and be like, I can do that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never thought of those two strategies myself, right? Does that make me stupid? No, it just means I was uninformed in that field. So I'm glad. Thank you for giving me that information, because guess what, Brandon? I'm gonna start applying that myself, right? Because one thing about me is I can read something and have a great opinion about it a lot easier than I can create something.
And I hear that.
Facts.
And honestly, if you have like, you know what, I actually disagree with this, and you offer, that still offers into the post where people, you know, that contradiction, like, oh, you know what, I agree with this, but I think this is the different one. People are going to engage with that. For me, that takes up more time because I feel like this person just posted, let me go check. This person just posted, let me go check. Versus like scheduling and like set it and forget it, and I go about my business. But either way, there's still growth potential.
Let me ask you one more question.
Yeah.
What about the repost? What if you take their post, repost it to yours, and then add your opinion to it? Does that react the same way with the algorithm? How does that work? Is there a difference?
From what I've seen, I feel like reposts get less reach.
Okay,
absolutely. I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay, I can't prove it.
Can you explain why? Can you? Because I don't understand why.
The views go back to the original follower. Right?
Okay.
The person who curated or created the original post, you're gonna get that, right? So when you repost it, that's why it's always good to put repost with your thoughts, right? So you have some sort of drink. So if you just repost with your thoughts, your name is gonna come across just like you like the post. There's no real value to what you're doing. You're just giving somebody more visibility, right? The algorithm doesn't like that. What they will like you to do is create your own content and do it like that. You can really basically just say what they said. Y'all saw this post that said this, put it in quotation marks and tag that person, and it can still fly because the content is content.
See, that confuses me because on other platforms, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you share somebody's post or repost, that's how you blow the post up. Like that's how you kind of like make it go viral. When people repost what do you call it? Reaction videos, right? Reaction videos and stuff. Don't those go like viral when you repost somebody else's stuff and just kind of give your
It depends how on IG is a remix. So if I take a video, somebody takes our video and does a reaction, that's a remix. That's a different person's content. So you're basically creating your own set of content. If you just repost and just press the share button, that's not no differentiated content. It's the same thing. So they're gonna give the views to the original content creator.
Got you. See? Again, right? You learn something new every day, man. And the way that you guys are breaking it down now makes it a lot more simpler and easy for somebody to digest, right? So they're like, this is not that hard. I can do this. So I appreciate it, man, because I'm definitely gonna, I see a lot of posts that I would like to comment on that sometimes I just don't comment on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you read something like, I actually like that, but I might hit the like button, but I don't comment on it. Now I'm going to comment on it. I'm going to start commenting more on posts and giving my opinion on it, because now I know that that's a great way to build my community and show that I'm supporting somebody else.
But it's also a great sales philosophy. So now if you're going and using Sales Nav, right? This we're gonna we're gonna get a bell because this is my bro right here. We're on LinkedIn, bro. Okay. We're gonna talk that shit, bro. Let's talk
wait, what period are we in? 5th or 6th?
About 6.
Shit right now.
About 6. So all right, so for people right there, if you got Sales LinkedIn Navigator, right? A lot of things I used to do aside with Engage, I would basically, the people I want to sell to, the people I want to get on the podcast, the people that I necessarily want to engage with, I'm going to engage with. And guess what? They're going to see my shit over and over again for a month, 2 months, as long as you're not asking. So when I do make the DM ask, I'm not a stranger. The question is making that ask. So that's why I say LinkedIn is the world's largest, biggest highway, because I can actually make you see me every day. Message. See me. I'm gonna click on your shit. That's real talk. So I would do that the sales process.
That's fine.
I would just go after a VP of sales, a VP of marketing. Y'all really love that. I'm telling my marketing team this. They're not listening. Now going to DM 3 days later. Y'all saw this post. I saw this article. Thought about you. Thought about what you said the other day. Would you mind if we get on a 10-minute coffee? Whatever, 15-minute. Bing bong. Now we building a relationship.
Now I like that.
That's real.
I think that's a great strategy.
It worked, but that's what a lot of shit we have to do.
That is organic. And it shows interest, that the person looks at you like they're interested in what I'm interested in. And if you're making comments that make sense and they're thought-provoking, then you know what?
Yeah.
That actually, and I can put that in real time. We went to an event, and this is when we met the guys from My Expert Opinion, right? The podcast show, Math Hoffa and them, right? They were on a panel in Brooklyn, and they were talking. And as they were talking, we were asking thought-provoking questions. I mean, questions that the regular audience wouldn't even ask. And it made them stop and look at us like, yo, that was a really deep question. We need to talk about that sidebar after we get off the stage. And it invokes the conversation.
Let them know we different. We different, right? That's it. That's how it happens, bro. It's a lot of shit that there's a lot of ways you can be creative, bro. Yeah. But I'm curious for you, be like, what does the mountaintop look like for you? What does the winning strategy? What does success look like for you on LinkedIn, bro? Like when you can be like, yo, I got what I needed to get out of it. What does that look like, bro? I'm just curious.
I don't have a endpoint at this time, but for me, I already feel like I've done what I wanted to do, if I'm being honest.
So then let's flip the question. What's the mama I made it moment? What was the sickest shit that happened?
Forbes 30 under 30. That was.
That's not. And I want you to be honest, because I'm nostalgic.
Sure.
Every fucking event I go to, if I get a bracelet, a name badge, I got all that shit in the house. Forbes, you in Forbes 30 under 30. Is that shit framed on your wall? Is that framed somewhere?
It better be.
Is that? I want a real answer, Brandon.
It better be.
So literally, this is the first interview I've done since I got it. I got it last week.
Oh, okay.
I'm part of this class. Right. So we're doing like an event in a couple weeks. But the minute I get those magazines and everything, the group chat already know. Like, hey.
I love it.
This for y'all. So that was like a big, like, hey, mom, I made it. She said, can I put this on Facebook? I said, yeah, mom, you can put it on Facebook.
It is.
Like, that was my moment.
Yeah.
I'll let that rock, bro. I'll let that rock.
Let's talk family for a second.
Yeah.
Me and Jarrett was having this conversation, right? You went, going from, learning something and going from, saying I want to take a traditional job, which most people do, to stepping out and saying I want to be an influencer. Technically, in this day and time, before it was popular and showed that it could create generational wealth, it would be like leaping out and be like, why the fuck would you want to do that? Who does that? When you decided to do that, what was the support like from your family and your closest friends around you? How did they support you?
So I think it's different for me because I've never been like a full-time influencer.
Got you.
I'm not saying it won't get there one day.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look up over my fiance and be like, hey, my wife then, and be like, hey, you believe in me?
Right.
Because it's going to take that, like, but even she actually says, like, why don't you do it now type of thing.
Right. Okay.
And I think as men, we're like, well, listen, I want the health insurance. I want this. I want that safety net. And she's like, if you making $500,000, why we worry about health insurance?
Right.
That's her mindset.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I hear that.
I ain't gonna hold you down. I felt that I ain't lying. That's
right. So she's already kind of like pushing me to go out on my own. I think now that my family has, because I've always had like worked in corporate, so my family was like, as long as he got a job type of mindset, first generation college student, like they're like, hey, as long as you got a job, you're good. Yeah. They never understood what like the influencer thing was. Okay. So it was never like a whole conversation around it, honestly. Okay.
That makes sense. That really makes sense. And guess what? You know what I'm gonna say now, right? You know what I'm gonna say now, because it needs to be said. How about this? How about before influencing was what influencing was, it was considered a pastime. Now that influencing is shown that it can be a full-time job, a career. Yeah. When do we start requiring benefits from companies as being employed as an influencer? How about that? So when we're talking about healthcare and things of that nature, if a company is paying you to post for them, aren't you not an employee? If they're paying you to help them run a campaign, are you not an employee? Then when are we going to start saying, or when do you think is a good time to start saying this should be considered a job? And as a job, we should be given the benefits that would be given to anybody else employed by your company.
But you're not, I was just saying, before you answer, you're not working with them, you're partnering with them. So it's a different contract.
They're gonna see you as like an independent contractor.
Yeah, you're independent contractor. That's what it is.
It's gonna be like,
you're not an employee.
Let me ask you a question. Brandon, when you get in a position of power, you just said to me, I pick and choose who I work with. Can you not pick and choose the terms of your deal at this point? Can you not say this is what I want?
No, for your main job, yes.
No.
And
I'm
both.
Talking about the influencer. Okay. Is it possible for you to say, I will take less money? Look at what he said before. I'll take less money, but give me what'd you say? You said you'll take less money, but
take the year's worth of software.
Give you the year's worth of software, right? Is it possible for you to present the same thing? The only thing they can say is no, is what I'm saying. Is it possible for you to say, I will take less money, but what does, if I work for you for 6 months, me being on your healthcare plan or me getting some type of benefits look like monetarily? Is that not worth the conversation?
If it's a long-term partnership and I can work with a long-term partner in that way, then absolutely, like, negotiations could happen.
Right.
There actually is a startup that does health insurance for creators. I think they do something where like you just gotta pay a monthly fee and like they'll try and cover you. It probably ain't the best coverage. I never looked into it officially.
I would like to.
Do you know the name? What's the name of the company?
I'll look into it and I'll send it over to y'all. Maybe I'll put it in the show.
No, I was gonna say, can we put it in the comments or whatever? And then I wanted you to say the name, so I gotta be like, nigga, I gotta hit you with the. Yeah, I'm saying I was hoping you said the name.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Let them know.
But I think that's a fucking game changer, bro. Because the difference. But listen to what you said. You're like, I've never truly jumped in fully, right? But why? Because you still have the safety net of your job with the benefits. Your wife is saying, with the money you're making, you don't need the benefits. What if you're making almost the same money and you have the benefits? Now your safety net is not a safety net no more because you're getting the same thing that is holding you back over here. Now you can fully commit yourself and be like, let's do it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I think that could be a game changer for not only creators, but now taking this thing so seriously that now we force the educational systems to start teaching this shit in school as an actual fucking, degree-based program, being a content creator. Because what's not a program now, e-commerce is a college taught program. Macros and micros, as far as like accounting and influencing, that's a college-based program. Why isn't influencing a college, being an influencer, a college-based program or a high school-based program when it is generating hundreds of millions of dollars? Why not?
I think the reason why we're not going to see that is because college itself already has like this kind of tier where I gotta like apply to college. And if I'm seeing all these influencers do it without a college degree, why am I going to pay for like something that I don't need college for?
And I'll give you the answer to that. And I'll give you the answer to that. I'll give you the answer to that. When you're reaching out to these brands, and you're saying, hey, I would like to work with you, I have a certain amount of analytics that say I've done this. The way that the culture is set forth right now, brands and companies prefer people that have been collegiately taught or educated book-wise on what they want to do job-wise, vice people that have on-the-job training. Technically, you don't have any form of training.
I see what you're saying.
You have on-the-job training, which is like an apprenticeship or just you doing it on the job. Yeah. Most jobs nowadays, some jobs you can't even apply for unless you have a master's.
Yep. That's only if you're working for the actual company. When it comes to influencers, they drive up a contract. Hey, like, so right now, I'll tell you, I'm working with Etsy on the project. Okay. Etsy said, hey, for 2 videos, here's the rate. DocuSign, Gotcha. We did that in 30 minutes. So with the influencer game, that's why I'm like, yo, the game's different over here. Right. Where yes, if you go this way, I'm not saying people gotta be influencers, but if you go this way, you're gonna need the degree and you're gonna need this and you're gonna need this. Versus if I'm seeing content as a business, people can do content and not even show their face nowadays.
Right. So
if I just do this, if this is actually something crazy, I'm actually going to look into in 2024. So I'm going to put it out there because y'all going to be like, I can make money doing this. YouTube is still the platform that's cutting the biggest amount of checks.
Absolutely.
And people are now having faceless YouTube channels where I type in the chat GPT, I need like a sleep meditation for 2 hours. And then I plug that into another system and all of a sudden it has soft music. And then here's a sleep meditation for 2 hours. People play that at night and I get YouTube ad revenue. And now each month I'm raking in 5K, 10K from like videos that are just going crazy on YouTube. I just got to upload them once and it's going to be rinse and repeat.
Message.
Damn! He's on the same page with that.
I know somebody said damn.
Yeah, he's on the same page with that.
Look up faceless YouTube creators and people are making money just doing, we see like the long mixes, all the stuff on YouTube. Don't get it confused. They ain't doing that because they like music and like DJ and like mix. Yeah. YouTube cutting the biggest checks.
Yeah.
I'm about to put a motherfucking meditation video on More Than the Title. Yeah. And just in case, if you do want to meditate, make sure if you're thirsty, make sure you get your More Than the Title cups. Make sure you get your More Than the Title hats. Make sure you get everything. We got merch, OTB Digital, baby.
Oh,
I had to throw it in there.
I'm fucked up in the game.
He's got. What? Would you get that damn brand off my screen? Damn brand off. Nothing. Send us a check.
I have nothing. I'm fucked up.
Send us a check, man. That's more than a title water, really.
I don't have my mic. I don't have my background, my setup, my toys.
I ain't gonna get.
Go ahead. Go.
I caught that one. That one.
Oh, whoa. We got a back to back.
Collectibles. They're collectibles. They're art collectible. What do you want to? They're figurines, bro. Brandon was disrespectful for double teaming that. Disrespectful.
Sorry, y'all. I don't think we've ever.
That's going crazy.
He's out of control.
This is.
He's out of fucking control.
I love this game, man.
He's out of control.
Nah,
Brandon,
shit, bro.
He's out of fucking control, man. He's out.
This is real, bro.
You dropping some gems though. I'm not gonna lie. I've learned a lot,
bro. You talking that talk, bro.
I've learned a lot.
I appreciate it.
I've learned a lot.
Talking that talk, man. I don't know if you got another question, bro.
Let's go.
Do you have a hard stop, Brandon?
We can go a couple more minutes.
Okay, I just want to. Let me ask you this question then. Is it true to say then, based on what your desire is, you should choose your primary platform to start trying to be your main platform? If I'm looking for a job, or if I'm looking to connect in a professional manner, then I should go to LinkedIn and not TikTok and not Facebook and not Instagram. If I'm looking to become an influencer, then I should go to a more influencing platform like YouTube or TikTok and start that as my primary journey, right? Is that the message that I'm getting? Like, based on what you're looking for, you should choose a platform that best suits your needs to start your journey?
If your goal is to like climb in whatever area that is, right? So if I'm into beauty and I want to own my own beauty company and I think I want to be a beauty influencer, then I would say absolutely prioritize YouTube and TikTok over everything else. If you say, you know what, my gift is in the corporate world, I'm a lawyer, I'm gonna be a lawyer, that's what it is, then yeah, I would say, you know what, then make sure your LinkedIn profile is A1. And also, I don't want people to also get this misconstrued. Make sure that your work is also A1. Like, work on your craft and make sure that like this is optimized. And if you're like, you know what, I just want to work, get paid well, get a good job, and that's it, I'm just gonna say like, hey, make sure your LinkedIn is just up to date and perfect. Because one thing I tell people is that when you get, knock on wood, right, if you were ever to get laid off or you need to look for a job and your LinkedIn is like bare bones, you gotta do a lot more work. So there's one season of my life when I was looking for a job and I said, you know what, I gotta stay ready so I don't gotta get ready. So like literally in that season, I was like, let me make sure my LinkedIn good. Let me make sure that I have notifications on for the jobs I want. Let me make sure that, hey, I got a haircut because if these jobs coming for an interview, I want to be ready. Like I just had that mindset. But if you're like, you know what, I want to be an influencer, then absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Wait, hold on, I was gonna say. Message. Now I would even add, man, like you're looking at two brothers right now on the screen, right? I don't know where you from, bro, which I should have asked, but I'm from the Bronx, bro. Where you from, B?
I'm from Jersey, but I live in Brooklyn now.
Live in Brooklyn. So
you
Bronx,
from New York? You from New York? So Jersey's New York and Brooklyn is definitely.
Some New Yorkers be like, nah, you from Jersey.
Nah. We it depends where in Jersey you're from like Elizabeth.
Stay there. You from Jersey City or something?
You from like Jersey Shore or something? Like, nah, we can't claim you, bro. Jersey Shore, no.
Cash Plains. It's like Central Jersey.
All right, we'll give you.
Yeah, you from Jersey.
All right, we'll give you that. We got two.
You know where it was.
Yeah.
You buy too many strip balls. You from Jersey?
That's Jersey.
It's definitely an AMC somewhere.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, Lowe's back in the day. Yes.
Brooklyn, real quick. Brooklyn is a culture shock for you coming from Central Jersey. I'm gonna just be honest. Coming from Jersey, period, because New York and Jersey operates at two different times.
Absolutely. So I actually went to school over here. The minute I touched New York, I said, "Oh, this one would be." So yeah, I went to school out here, interned out here. At one point, I was literally commuting over here to work at the Urban Outfitters in Herald Square because I just wanted to be in New York so bad. Like that's how much in New York, just like it just fit me.
I got you.
That's crazy. And which segues exactly what you're looking at. Two guys from the inner city, two brothers, right? That went on a social media platform and changed their lives. It took me 3 years. It took Brandon a year. This brother is a Forbes 30 under 30 with some of the biggest names in the world through a social media platform. So what I'm going to tell people that's listening,
I got to give him the horn.
You shitting me? No, we're gonna
30 is huge.
You shitting me?
Huge, bro.
Come on, bro. That's major keys,
bro. Flowers, bro.
That's major keys. What are we talking about, bro?
Take that accomplishment and you fucking wear that and you be proud of that shit, bro. Fact.
I appreciate that for real.
And hold on. And you let
yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's a fact, though.
Hey, y'all the first podcast since the announcement.
That's a
fact.
We'll say it for you. Price went up.
Hold on. If we the first podcast and Jared about to get on the shit, let me get you ready, Jared. Let me get you in the. Let's go, Jared. You about to get on your.
No, I was in the zone, but the shoulders is moving. Church. Come on, we got to take them to church.
We got to take them to church. Like,
we got to take them to church.
Yeah, go ahead, Jared.
Let's preach, right? You're looking at two brothers from the inner city that worked in corporate America that changed their lives, man. It took me 3 years. And if you look at this journey, next Tuesday, December 12th, we're going to be interviewing Dr. Matthew Knowles. I'm sitting in the couch on the Bronx right now, in the Bronx. We in the jungle right now.
Facts.
And so if you don't believe in yourself and you can't see the opportunity of what we have created for ourselves and what may be possible for you, because we're sitting there going through the fire, and there's plenty of people that I know I inspired. I know you inspired people, Brandon, and there was a reason why you and I was in that goddamn LinkedIn headquarters.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Seize the opportunity.
And I'm also glad that you approached me and be like, hey, yo, bro, what's your name? Like, we just connected, and even this podcast has been amazing. So I do appreciate both of you.
No, real, bro. It's real, bro. We
had to do, you know, we got to stop bullshitting, Brandon. That's the real. We are so, as black and brown people, we are so aggressive when it comes to our pride and what we won't tolerate with disrespect and this and this and that. But when it comes to like asking and going out there and trying to take what you want, then you so fucking timid. We got to get out of that timid shit, right? If you want to talk to somebody, you want to meet somebody, you go and fucking approach them. And the worst they can say is no. And that doesn't mean no forever. It just might mean no right now. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their situation is in the moment. It just means, all right, I shot my shot and it didn't go in at this moment. But every shot that you don't shoot, you miss.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to preface too, bro.
Yeah.
I made sure to come up to you, bro. And I made sure to speak to every single African-American content creator in that building that day. Yeah. And I made sure I got pictures with every single one of them because I know you're in that room for a reason, bro. Matter of fact, Dr. Janice was in there too, bro. Dr. Janice was in there. We had her on the show, bro. That's sis. That's big sis. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time I was able to meet her and other people, bro. So I had to come up to you. I had to be like, yo, bro, I appreciate what you're doing. And I told people in the beginning, I saw your post coming on the train. I'm sitting on the train like, yo, this is, I don't know this dude. This is dope. You said some real shit. I was like, yeah, there you go, black dude. Ooh, like, love, celebrate, whatever. Got there. It was like, y'all just saw some shit talking about, yo, that was you. You're Brandon. Yeah. What? I just liked your shit.
But why you ain't approach him properly? You should have approached him properly.
I didn't know who he was. I just knew he was a brother on the LinkedIn.
Once you realized that he was Brandon, you should have been like,
you have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
I'm saying, I just go up to him like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, we here, we vibing. And then the conversation took to whatever he posted.
I got you.
Conversation. Also add, my LinkedIn is like so casual. I have a beanie in my profile. Like,
you have a what?
A beanie. I be like, I got like a beanie tilted to the side. Like, it's just like
wait. You got the Adebisi on you.
You got the
you be rocking the Adebisi. Hold on. You have an Adebisi on LinkedIn, bro?
Damn. It's on brand.
I don't have no like suit image or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm me 24/7.
As you should be, bro. And that's what I got out of this conversation.
Yep.
With being your authentic self, added with strategy, added with some determination, added with belief, anything is fucking possible. And that's what I got out of this.
That's a fact.
And I'm glad we had this talk.
And you know, believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself, and you know, don't be afraid to fail. You know, trial and error is the key to success. Success is based on how many times you failed, not how many times you got it right, but actually how many times you failed until you got it right. So I want to thank you, Brandon. Like I said, I've definitely learned a lot from you, and I'm going to implement personally a couple of the strategies that you said, because I think those are a lot easier for me to start engaging more and start getting me more comfortable with the platform so I can start posting more. So I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I look forward to it. I'm going to be watching y'all posts. Just know that.
My dude, man. We appreciate and feedback, anything, bro. And anything, if you see somebody we talking to that you want to connect, you're part of the fam now, bro. You're in the city, you want to link up, you holler at us, bro. Can you put your number in the group chat, in the private chat? Yeah, bro.
Brandon, don't listen. I'm gonna keep it 100. Don't be afraid to come to the Bronx, man. Now that you're a Brooklyn dude, you know what I'm saying.
No, we got red carpet.
We got you. Don't worry about it, man. You can come to the Bronx. You be all right. You know what I'm saying.
I need some food. I ain't been up to the Bronx. I'm be honest.
Oh, that's easy. Now Steppins all day.
Come on,
Steppins all day.
I'll tell you the brunch spot real.
Yeah, brunch spot real.
Shout out to my dude Crazy Joe. We coming through.
Crazy Joe.
Shout out to my boy. But yo, B, let them know where they can find you at, bro. Where they can support you.
Absolutely. You can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram at Brandon Smithrick. If you want to go on TikTok, it's at Raised by Style. Someone calling already.
Yeah, the other
part already, right? It's the competition. The competition, goddamn it! No, you cannot have Brandon on your show next, motherfuckers.
And if it is, the price goes up. If the price is right,
price went up.
Price is right.
That's a fact.
Nah, that's real though. But B, real talk, man. And for the fans, this is our first conversation outside of when we was in LinkedIn
Literally.
headquarters. And for it to be this organic, for this to be this real, to get the gems we got out of you, bro, just know that we're going to be following you too, bro. And we want you to let you know we're proud of you, bro.
I
You got
appreciate that
brothers
so
now,
much.
And just keep stepping, bro. Keep stepping, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely link up with you on LinkedIn because I don't think we're connected, but we definitely gonna get connected because I'm interested in seeing the stuff that you're putting out because I'm gonna comment on it.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, listen.
I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? And have your fans see me.
Man, we out. He said we all your fans become my fans.
Your fans become my fans.
Listen, as long as you're doing the strategy, that's all that matters.
No, that's real, bro. But yo, we just want to say, thank you again for all the listeners and all that. Thank you for the YouTube, the LinkedIn community. Once again, y'all, we're gonna announce it one more time. December 12th, we got Dr. Matthew Knowles pulling up to the show. To a live, unscripted, more than the title, to talk about his story, talk about business, give gems, man, and we're honored, and we're gonna have a great ass show, and we're gonna be us. So you already know what's better than that.
And understand, you're gonna see it here, and you ain't gonna see it a lot of other fucking places. We giving back to the community. This brother came and dropped jewels. Listen to what he had to say, utilize it. That way you could take whatever you're doing to the next level. We all learn every single day. Don't be ignorant and think that you know everything because that makes you the most stupid person in the room, right? You can learn every day from anybody at any level if you're willing to listen and learn. Let's do it.
And if you're more than a motherfucking title, you dig? You know what I mean? That's what we is, and we out of here. We see y'all.
What you know about me? Seen it all, heard